Welcome to Showtime 49. Welcome to Showtime 49.
What's good, y'all? We back. All right, first, I took a little hiatus for a little bit, but as you can see, my background's a little different. I bought me a shed and I got my little space now. So now I could be in here rocking with y'all all the time, day or night, going live. Don't matter. We in here. So I'm super excited about that, as you can tell. Now I can just rock with y'all whenever. You feel me? And this is great. I got a door that closes and opens. Wow. So a space for me in this studio that I'll call the Stew Cave. Because it's also a man cave, you feel me? But we gonna be out here. So let's just get right into it, man. Let's talk about the guy that I like to talk about so much, Trey Lance. Why not? All right. So we know this summer, there's been a lot of stuff going on, man. There's been a lot of quarterback controversy, as we knew it was going to be. It's been covered pretty heavily. So I'm not going to do too much on this. Y'all need to know is I'm looking forward to this training camp coming up. Excuse me. I'm looking forward to this training camp, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Trey Lance looking like. As y'all know, earlier in this summer, he was with Jeff Christensen, uh, Patrick Mahomes, both of them. That's his quarterback coach. That quarterback coach has also helped Jimmy Garoppolo before, and he specializes in a quick release. And we knew, according to his words, that in OTAs and everything, Trey Lance was going to look different, and he did. We all saw the tapes. We all saw his form change. We saw his base change. We saw his quicker release. We saw a tighter spiral. All the things that we were wishing for last season prior to it happened. But now Brock Purdy's here and he's already shown what he can do in game. So, of course, there's been a whole lot of jargon, a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of trash talking about all these trade rumors and requesting trades and all this. It's like, I don't believe none of it because he's still on the team. He's still here. And honestly, I feel like he would give us the best chance at a long-term quarterback. Now, I'm not saying that I dislike Brock Purdy because I don't. Like, the guy's dope. Like, I had his autograph before the season started last year. Like, he signed all my kids' stuff, and I appreciated it. And who knew that he was going to turn out to do as good as he did? One of the greatest rookie seasons we didn't seen out of nowhere, especially from his pick. So I love Brock. I was super grateful for everything he has to do that he did for us. But I still feel like he's limited. I do. I just don't see him as a full-time franchise quarterback. And I know could get a bunch of hate for that. But hey, it's my opinion. It's how I feel. I feel like we haven't seen enough Trey Lance to know what he can or can't do. But the glimpses that I've seen and the strides that he's taken, like right now, he's working with Jeff Christensen again. Again? This is after Tight End University with George Kittle that he was invited to. This is after the good stuff that George Kittle said about him, saying that he looks like a completely different player. Like even Debo has said stuff like that, and I'm really excited to see what this new version of him is going to look like again. Because he said again, Jeff Christensen said again that Trey Lance is going to look different in training camp. What does that mean? All I know is I will be in attendance at least 2 to 3 of those training camp days. Yeah, I have to be there for it. If there's other content creators out here that I love that's coming from all over America to come be here, then I definitely can get there, especially being in the Bay Area. I'm definitely going to get there. So I'm looking forward to that. So since we're talking about training camp so much here, let's just get right into it. The things that I'm looking forward to, obviously more than just the quarterback position, these running backs. Now they've been getting a lot of harsh treatment lately as if their position is useless or it's not important. Now, I'm just really lost as to how that could even come about because us as Niner fans, we all know since like Jeff Garcia, our passing game has been pretty trash. It hasn't been anything that's like wowing, like of course we had Colin Kaepernick that he made some incredible throws. If you really go back and look at his highlights, that man did a lot of things that were good for us. But even then, he was running the heck out of the ball. And our running backs now, Christian McCaffrey, like what are we talking about? We absolutely he does more than just run the ball. We know that. But he's still a running back. And somebody I'm looking forward to seeing is Jordan Mason, who I was super high praise on last year when he came onto the team as a rookie. I thought he should have got more runs. I thought he should have got his hands on the ball a little bit more, like especially in those goal line situations. As much as I love Christian McCaffrey, he's not as big as Jordan Mason. And as tough as he is, as Christian McCaffrey is, I feel like Jordan Mason would do better on the goal line. And that's just no cap. I really feel like that because that boy is a hit you in the mouth. I came from nothing. I'm fighting for everything I got. Every inch, every yard, I'm going to have to give it my all. And that's what I see in Jordan Mason. And that's what I like to see on the goal line. That's what I would like to see. But we're going to be at the goal line a lot because we got some dogs. Wide receivers. Definitely want to see them because I'm looking to see my boy Brandon Ayuk because that boy be balling. I've been saying he was the number one receiver on the team. And I mean wide receiver wise, route running, hands. You know what I'm saying? It's just he knows his position on the field. He knows how to sell a fake left or right, keep going for a fade, a post, a slant, anything. Like I just really, really appreciate Brandon Ayuk and his work ethic. And even with him working with Trey Lance last year, Trey Lance had to admit, even in like some of their running drills, that Brandon Ayuk was beating even him too. So I just see it, and I understand that last year that Debo didn't have his greatest year, but he wasn't in the greatest of shape. I was just at NBA Summer League, and I ran into Debo twice. That man is in shape. He looks like he's ready to go. He walked straight by us, lightweight nudged my cousin's arm as walking by, almost sent him into oblivion just because of how big Debo is and how chiseled and how ready this man is, and how ready he is for this season. So I'm anxious to see that, but I do still believe that Brandon Ayuk may have an all-pro season. He had 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards receiving last year and wasn't even the main option, like the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the thing that's changing is our quarterbacks. But all these quarterbacks on this team are going to get Brandon Ayuk the ball. Brock Purdy already showed that. Trey Lance is just like his boy. They've been working out together and doing all kind of stuff. Of course, he's going to be looking for Brandon Ayuk. He was getting the ball from Trey Lance already anyway. Matter of fact, the game that Trey Lance got injured, he started off the game throwing the ball to Brandon Ayuk and got like a 30, 40-yard gain. Like this is something that's going to happen. Sam Darnold has already said that all these receivers are always open on this team. Even he knows I should probably get the ball to the open guy, which is going to be Brandon Ayuk. He is going to be open. Everyone needs to understand that man is like always open. If he has a little bit less drops this year, hey man, we might be looking at an all-pro type receiver if Kyle Shanahan says he wants that, because we all know that's going to come with him. Brandon Ayuk is going to be open though. The defense, look, man, we know what the defense is going to bring. We know what they're going to be. We know what the situation is. If our offense can score and do well against that defense, then I know our season is going to be A-OK. It's going to be no problems, and we should get off to a fast start, something that we usually don't do. So if all of us understand that, I'm pretty sure the coaching staff and the players understand that this is a year we need to get off to a fast start, no matter who the quarterback is. I would like to see Trey Lance get out there so we can see what he is. I just want to see. Maybe it's greatness. Maybe it's not. But at least we'll have a freaking answer and we can move forward. Because this drama is aging all of us. And we don't need to be. We need to be staying young and fresh, trying to look as good as we can. But, this Niner quarterback situation is draining us. Draining us. So looking forward to going to training camp. I'm looking forward to seeing everything. I'm looking forward to see the fans. I'm even looking forward to seeing Sourdough Sam. Just being on that grass, being in that atmosphere again. It's just like, let's go. Football is back. Football is back. We got less than 2 weeks. So, man, let's go. This is our year. I mean, we always say that. But, hey, it's back. Might as well say it again. It's our year, baby. It's quest for 6 always. But on a more realistic look, we do legit have another good shot. I mean, we've always, the last few years, we're just NFC Championship. We're there. So it's rightfully so for us to think that it's our year every year because we're always there every year, it seems like recently. And I don't see why it would be any difference. I'm looking forward to that Eagles game. Like I was saying about our offense, if they can do well against our defense, then I don't see any issues during the season because they're not going to play another defense that good until we play Philadelphia. And, we all want that smoke. Everybody from this whole Niner Nation, we all want that smoke. So let's get it. Let's get there. But look, man, I just had to tap in with y'all, let y'all know I was back. I got my whole little studio set up. Almost. It's not there yet. My walls is black, but I got some things I'm doing to it. I still ain't finished my floor yet, but I'm not even finished in here, but I wanted to make sure we tapped in. But I'm going to be in here a lot more. We're going to keep it cracking. Let's go. Showtime 49, baby. We out here. Appreciate y'all.